Good day.
Man, that's
Capone.
us too. That's not off his
That's
leg.
off his knee.
No, nigga. I'm trying to force that shit. Damn.
Damn.
Yo.
Yeah. It's like that.
Nah, this nigga got braids on this nigga. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck did he even pull that shoe?
Give me that shit, idiot. Goofball.
Oh shit, my fault. Hello.
I'm crying.
I'm finna hop out this spot. Give me like 5 to 10 minutes, real quick.
Alright,
It ain't
bet.
gonna be long.
That nigga dumb. Can I hop off the spot, bro? This should be acting retarded. Thank you. Who the fuck is bro? What? You already know.
They score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. It's Milroe. Gets it out quickly. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Humphries. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Finds his tight end. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man. It's Smith. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks and it's first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
They'll run it from the gun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Going going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give from the gun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Coaches preach all week about physicality, physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Looking for room at the 40. He's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Gets it out fast. Keeps the legs moving. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
On the run, it's Young. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. From the gun. Give on the inside. The ball squirts free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's back. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Quarterback extends the play. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
And when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Right back to the well. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And I think that can be really frustrating for a defense. You're in your own end. You want to create some space, 2nd and inches, trying to get physical, but can't get physical enough to get the 1st down. Now it's 3rd down. What do you do now?
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Urasek.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's back. Still looking on the move. Finds his big tight end. And they're able to get him down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's dealt. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged in the middle. It's Etienne. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It is good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here. You go to halftime feeling really good about things. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Milrow. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. He's going to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
The pirouette on the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy?
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Feeling some heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They want to just keep throwing it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, and made the big play.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to... That's a live ball! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Forced out of the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
To the air, it's Milroe. Skips away from pressure. This time he's got it. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Well, well, well. Somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Right back to the well. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred.
4
inches, and they'll go for it.
Watch trash shit.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets the defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
I know
overall team better than
tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now,
it's that pink diamond. That nigga shit.
Come back to bite you right in the eye.
Yeah, that Lunar New Year.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle,
What
right into the teeth of that
pink diamond.
defense.
Probably some weak shit.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20.
There's got to be a big, small forward.
He's looking to throw it.
Brandon Ingram.
Quickly complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Oh, well, damn, I feel like we play hell against him.
That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's back. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the tight end. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. The aerial assault continues. He fires it out to the right. And he hauls it in inside the 30. This defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Georgia going back to work with another first down. He wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Etienne. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it forth.
On fourth down, looking to pass. The throw. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To throw, it's back. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line.
Don't hop off, we coming.
Completions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
All right, enough you play with here. Come on.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
It's good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A first down for the offense. The give out of the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Quick completion on the out route.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far.
I have no toys in here, bro. You're going to just sit down, you're going to just lay down.
Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
I ain't blocked that.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Really nice run there. Good.
Oh, my God.
Move the sticks for the first down.
First down, you always want to establish the run again. How about this
that,
offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side.
Like, no way.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And late.
Come on.
Get from over there, nigga.
jumped at that shit. Hell no.
Hold on, gang. Can't rub you right now, cuz. That's it right there. That's
Okay.
us.
How? No, bruh. Why? That's me. I gotta skip that bitch. How many fouls are there?
Huncho, get off me, nigga. Hold on. Get off. You playing too much, and I'm gonna put your ass back in the cage.
That's off. Good board. Board B. That's off again. Fuck! Look at that shit. I didn't even know I had the fucking rock. This nigga can't get. Oh, look at this nigga run our test, dog. Good pass. Good shot.
Still putting your ass in the cage after this. Don't even try to do all that laying down shit now, nigga. Ben
Nigga
told you,
tryna chill.
cuz. Ben told you, cuz. You trying got to jump on me while I'm fucking playing this shit.
Give me
Good
that.
block.
Good pass. Give me another one. Give me another one.
What? Yo.
Fuck. He ain't hitting that shit. That's ridiculous, man. I see you.
Oh shit.
I don't know. Oh, he beat. That's hard test. That's wrong.
Stop, nigga.
I thought he was playing the pass. That nigga beat that shit. There she go. Y'all suck for that.